I've been to St. Louis a handful of times, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've done this city justice. This time, I'm out to change that. By the way, if you're looking for yet another YouTube video that's going to tell you to go up in the arch, or to go to the City Museum, or Union Station or the Hill, this is not that video, my friends. That's right, there will be no touristy places in this video. I only have 24 hours in the city, so I'm going to use Google Maps to find the top rated restaurant in each category. And I think the first thing on the agenda is a good cup of coffee. Our first search for best coffee in St. Louis brought us to the Hill. This is an old Italian neighborhood, and as soon as we walked in the store, although the display case was filled with traditional Italian cookies, the coffee was generic, mass-produced, and not at all what I was looking for. This is not how I wanted to start this video out. Although I did see this little guy, which helped out a little bit, and then we quickly changed our search to best coffee roaster in St. Louis, which brought us to Coffee Stamp. We walked in to the smell of freshly roasting coffee, a display case full of Peruvian and South American-inspired chocolates and cookies, of which we decided to help ourselves generously to because we just landed and we hadn't eaten anything yet. We got ourselves a full array of treats, along with a cappuccino and an espresso just to try everything out.
How's it taste? Steaming.
It's very hot. I like it because it's different. Egg, plantains, tortilla cheese, crema. And beans?
And beans.
Beans? Good.
Look how flaky that is.
Super crunchy. Peanut butter and jelly. Alfajores?
Yes. These were the little shortbread cookies we had, right? There's peanut butter in those, so I can't talk.
We walked out of the coffee shop and realized that we were directly next to the #1 rated pizza in St. Louis, so who am I to say no to that? Our waiter was really cool. He greeted us with a complimentary flatbread that had caramelized onions, and then we just split a lunch combo, which was a half pizza and a salad. The pizza itself was stuffed with cheese, salami, pepperoni, and then topped with mayonnaise, olives, and lettuce, and it was killer. I mean, this was really good and also unplanned, so this made for a long day of a lot of lunches, but it was spectacular. It's not St. Louis pizza, but this was a great surprise. Okay, recap, because it was kind of loud in there and we couldn't really film. Random stop on the way to lunch. Lunch #1, I guess. Press pizza. It was a cross between, they said, calzone, quesadilla, and okonomiyaki. So it was like basically a stuffed pizza and then had stuff piled on top of it too. We got the muffaletta. Lunch special, $16.99, half pizza and salad. And I thought
food.
It was really good. Fatty, kind of what I expected. And then the salad was like a sesame ginger dressing with pickled radishes and stuff. Solid. Voted #1 pizza in St. Louis. I was looking for St. Louis style pizza, but then we kind of stumbled upon this after the coffee shop, which was also great.
Yes, and it was really good, like South American vibe. It was a Honduran coffee roasters.
It makes so much sense. I don't know why there's not more coffee places that are like South American vibe.
Really good.
With the, I forget how to say the cookie. I looked it up.
It's not albondigas. It's alfagado.
Alfajores.
I
don't know. The little Peruvian cookies, strawberry guava chocolates, and the
empanada.
Yeah, empanada. Empanada. I can't talk. It's still really early. What are we at? Like 11 o'clock?
I think
and we've had 3 coffees and 2 lunches now already on the way to 3rd lunch. And we've been here for maybe 3 hours.
Yep.
So here we go.
Welcome to St. Louis.
I've never had barbecue here. Everyone goes to Pappy's, but we're not going to do that. I looked up the #1 rated barbecue place in St. Louis, which is Adams Smokehouse. Adams is known for their apple butter torched ribs. So yes, 100% sign me up for that.
Yeah,
I also want to let you know that this is noon when we're here, and they're sold out of about half the stuff on their menu. But the ribs is what we came for, and honestly, that's kind of all we have room for right now. And they were fall off the bone tender. I'll go with the Carolina vinegar for this one. Ooh, that might be the way to go.
Yeah. You know I like vinegar.
This being my first official experience with St. Louis style ribs, I've got to say that it's a good one. But even I can only eat so much food, but I do have room for a beer. And if you're in St. Louis, there is no better beer than Side Project Brewing. They're known for mixed fermentation and big stouts, so if you're a fan of either of these styles, this is the place to be. I would say either Side Project or Perennial are the top two breweries in the area, and no trip to St. Louis is complete without either one of those. After the morning we've had, this is about how I felt. We needed to burn off some of those calories, so we took a trip to the St. Louis Zoo, which is a free zoo. So we parked at Turtle Park, walked over to the zoo, and then spent the next couple hours walking around, checking out the penguin habitat. And it turns out this is actually a really cool zoo. It has been an extremely long day. I'm exhausted. We've been up for about 36 hours now. We've eaten at 4 different places, walked around the zoo for 3 hours, but we're not done yet. St. Louis is probably most famous for their pizza. It's cracker thin crust pizza, topped with something called Provel cheese. You can only find it in St. Louis. It's a processed cheese. It's kind of a mixture between provolone, American, and Swiss. I've only had it a couple times. I can't remember if I like it or not. But when you're talking about St. Louis pizza, there's really only one place to go, and it's Emo's. Yes, it's a chain. Ever since I met Ashley, she's been talking this place up, but I've never experienced it myself. So why not finish the night off with a St. Louis classic, Emo's pizza? I'm so tired, I'm not gonna go anywhere and eat it. I'm gonna have it delivered. And I added on another St. Louis specialty, just because. Oh wow, they got good looking delivery drivers too.
Here you go.
All right, what do we got? Got the half salad with your probably favorite salad dressing in the world, I would say.
Absolutely.
Provel cheese on top. Looks like just iceberg lettuce, and then I put roast beef instead of pepperoni because, you know, because healthy. All right, and then because we had to, the other St. Louis staple that you like really can't come here and not have is the toasted ravioli. Toasted ravioli is where it's at. It's a deep fried ravioli. It is not toasted. Don't let them fool you. Dusted in Parmesan cheese and served with some marinara sauce. And, that's very nice of them. Ooh. All right. This is St. Louis pizza. Not the most photogenic pizza, but... All right, I don't know what Ashley's doing, but I'm gonna start without her. My very first Emo's pizza, I want to go for, even though it's round, I don't want to go for a corner. All right, so it is cracker thin crust, kind of reminiscent of like Chicago or like tavern style. I just went with classic sausage. It still has a little chew to it. It's not like super crunchy, although we did get it delivered. Oh, there it is. The cheese has like a little bit of tang that's just a little strange. It's not as bad as I remember. Like, I feel like I've tried it in the past and I did not like it. This is actually, it's actually pretty good. Not too bad at all. Wanna go for toasted ravioli with me?
Yes, this is my favorite.
Oh, yeah. I gotta open up the sauce.
Okay, so excited. Cheers.
Oh, sorry, I went first. Ooh, it's a meat sauce. I didn't expect that.
But you ordered it that way, silly.
I feel like it loses a little bit in the delivery. Like it's not as like crunchy. Toasted ravioli is one of my favorite St. Louis things, but you can see it's filled with meat, not cheese. If you get ones that are filled with cheese, you didn't get the real authentic toasted ravioli. The next morning on our way to the airport, we wanted to stop at just one more place, grab a quick breakfast. I'm not a big fan of sit-down breakfasts, so we found this cute hipster bakery, and everything in this place looked absolutely amazing. I mean, this place was stacked with bougie baked goods, and after much deliberation, we came to the hard decision of only leaving with a couple pastries, but we got what they call the Darkness, which is named after Charlie Murphy. It's a chocolate croissant with chocolate batons, chocolate drizzle, and then pink Himalayan sea salt. This was absolutely spectacular. And then, because why not, they had a tiramisu brownie. So it's dark chocolate brownie with soaked ladyfingers and then cheesecake on top. So I will leave you with that, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. We're going to head back to Denver. And if you're ever in St. Louis, definitely check these places out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.